Well, first of all, I wouldn't give myself any advice because I don't listen to anything. So,
That's the best answer I've ever heard.
I swear to God, I wouldn't change a thing what I've
That's
done.
great.
I mean, like, I've been dead 11 times. And I do not want to go back to 20 because one of those 11, I probably wouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I've lived to the fullest. I have fun. I'm in the greatest shape, the shape I'm in. Reason I got this because it's trademarked. But you got to have fun.
Yeah.
You just got to have fun in life.
We have Erik Weir, one of our great friends and a partner of mine, with the incredible John Daly. Uh, John, we've been blessed to do a few things together over the years, whether it was with Lee Steinberg and Warren Moon and now
Yeah.
here. But one of the things I learned from you as I built my brand, which I thought would be impossible, but because of social media, anything's possible, is the people that do the best are the people that know themselves the best, that they're unabashedly themselves. And the people that try to please or they want people to think a certain thing about them, they fail miserably. And I think bigger and more importantly with the kids, and we all have kids, which he has more kids than both of us. So
Well, I know I've got four, but
I got four
I
like
could
you.
have a lot more. I just don't know yet.
You got four you know of. I do too.
Hey, Elvis Presley ended up having 32. Thank God he died because he didn't got to pay anything anymore. But
So, but there's this huge gap between what people think, and it's this is who I am, and this is what I want people to think I am. And you've always been one of those guys, unlike a lot of other golfers that have to worry about this is what I want people to think I am. I've always been, this is who I am. And that's inherent in grip it and rip it. This is who I am. And this is how I live my life. And if you don't like it, I get it, but you don't have to love me.
that's right.
How important has that been, not only in your golf career, but in your entrepreneurial journey? Because you're the only one I know out there standing behind a folding table, pushing product like nobody else. But you are just who you are. How important is that?
Well, I just don't change. I've always believed I put my pants on the same way everybody else does. Mine might be a little bigger than yours, but but it's just like I got no skeletons in my closet. I ain't got to look over my shoulder. I don't lie about anything. I've always been up front with the media for all my life. If I screw up, I admit it, and I move on. And the thing about when you screw up, there's people that want to help you, and then when you're doing great, they want to root for you. And I've been blessed. I've always been a home team player. Everywhere I go, fans root me on, whether I'm playing bad or good, and that is just the most incredible thing any human being can say in sport or life or anything. That I've always got the fans because I love them and I play for them, and there's no hidden secrets in me at all.
Yeah, I love to hear that. Getting to know you, I know that to be the case. And one of the things that I admire about you is how much you love your son and your children, all your children. And I'm a father of five, and we talked about it. But tell me how being a father changed your life, and then how investing in your son has changed your life.
Well, watching my children being born is like a miracle. It's the greatest thing in the world, and it's just thank God that they're healthy, and I've done a lot for the ones that aren't, to Make-A-Wish over the years, and what we're doing with vets and everything else with me and Major with the Heart of a Lion. This game has given me a chance to raise a lot of money to help people, and my kids do that. My kids, Sean and Sierra. Sean is 31, Sierra's 28, but they watched me grant 208 wishes to Make-A-Wish, and they got to meet these kids, and they didn't understand why they were passed on,
Mm-hmm.
But to have healthy kids is what we want. But my children know the ones that aren't fortunate as they are, they want to help them, and that's the generation I want to see in life. Kids growing up and helping people, not taking advantage of people.
How does giving back help you when you're modeling giving back to millions of people? How does that feed you? How does that motivate you? And how does that impact those children and those people?
Well, I was just talking about. I think I gave Clay Walker, an unbelievable singer. I think I gave him a wish one year. It's not that I have to do it; it's because I want to do it. Because I thank God every day that my kids are healthy, and to be a part of a great game And I did a couple things good in golf, not great, but just to be a part of that and to be able to go beyond what the tour makes in charity to do our own and to give back with all the entertainers I've met over the years, the movie stars and all these people. They come to my tournaments to raise money, and I go to theirs for them to raise money, and we do our own thing because it makes us feel good.
And one of the things inherent in what you do is you understand all the opportunities that you're given, even when people think there's no opportunities. Oh, his career's over. No one's going to, align with it. And I've been around you for years and years, and people
Look,
love you.
When I made it to 50,
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm like a basketball game in overtime for 8 years, man. I'm blessed to stay this long.
But you've always been grateful, and gratitude towards everything that you're given is really important for you when things were challenging and you needed help. And being with Lee Steinberg, he's had the same experience where but he wasn't as honest about needing help, and that's a real big ask. For you, how difficult was it to illuminate the fact that you needed help when a lot of people just thought you were on top of the world?
It's like, guys like Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus and Fuzzy Zeller and Tom Watson, Craig Stadler, they cared about the generation coming up, and they took me under their wing. I mean, for example, Memorial, when me and Betty were going through a divorce, and I was down and out, and I loved playing Jack's tournament, but Fuzzy said, "What's wrong?" I go, "Well, I got to pay a lot of money to this woman." I kind of lied about her age, and that's the mother of my child, China. We were in Dublin, Ohio, playing Jack Nicklaus' tournament. He takes me in a courtesy car and goes to the cemetery. He goes, "You think you got it bad?" Just stuff like that these guys did. And I would have never won a British Open without Fuzzy Zeller teaching me how to hit a three-quarter shot. The kids growing up now, it's TrackMan. It's, they've got all these teachers growing up. They're blessed to have that. We didn't have that. Hell, me and Fuzzy, Arnie, and Tom Watson go play 9 holes. We go, especially at Bay Hill, we'd go in his bar in the locker room and get drunk the rest of the day. Now these guys go play 18 holes. They got their psychiatrist, their strength coach, their teacher. They go work out. And golf, I love it, but I ain't dedicated to that.
Yeah,
because I grew up in a different generation.
But you are dedicated to entrepreneurship. And I love watching you because there's so many young entrepreneurs, not just golfers out there, that are looking to you because they want to interpret what the word hustle means. And, hustle is a consistent behavior. It's not, given 12 hours on a Saturday and then, blaming the 12 hours for why you're not where you want to be. You're someone who, literally is one of the most consistent people when you were on the court, and a lot of people on the course, and a lot of people may not have seen that. But I see it in the entrepreneur side. It's everywhere I look, you're grinding as if, you're some small startup that nobody knows. What is it and how important is it to be that consistent and do that grind as an entrepreneur?
Well, I mean, we work hard and we play hard. These kids, it goes back to the kids playing golf now. They work hard. They don't have any fun. The game is a great game. You got to have fun at it. And, the way our generation, we grew up, we worked our asses off, but then we had fun. I look at these kids' faces wearing hats and not, they're not having any fun. It's just, you've got to have some fun in life. Because if you're going to work that hard, you deserve to have some fun. Yeah, is it taking away some practice time on me or whatever? But if I got my golf clubs right, I shouldn't have to practice, right?
That's great. That's great. A few more questions. If you were to go back and talk to the yourself at age 20, and you said, knowing what you now know, what advice would you give yourself?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't give myself any advice because I don't listen to anything. So,
Best answer I've ever heard.
I swear to God, I wouldn't change a thing what I've done.
Great.
I mean, I'm still, I've been dead 11 times. And I do not want to go back to 20 because one of those 11, I probably wouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean? Right. And I've lived to the fullest. I have fun. I'm in the greatest shape, the shape I'm in.
Round is the shape, bro.
Yeah, it's damn right. Hey, reason I got this because it's trademarked. But you got to have fun. You just got to have fun in life.
your level of energy and your level of intensity is it's super impressive. So what gives you your drive? Have you always been like that, or have you had some events that motivated you, or what gives you your drive?
I don't think people. I mean, just we wake up every day, whether it's good or bad, and there's always somebody going through the same shit that we are, especially when it's negative and bad. There's always somebody going through the same thing. And for us, our group on the Champions Tour or the PGA Tour or the NBA or NFL, whatever, there's always other players that are going through the same stuff. And they reach out to me, I reach out to them, whether it's good or bad. And it's kind of like a family, and but people are wonderful. I That's the way we live our life. You can't have a business if you don't have somebody working for you or you're working for somebody else. You build something, but you got to have great people around you to do it. And I've been blessed to have a lot of great people around me, probably the last 10, 15 years of my life. Now, before, hanger-ons, users, and all that shit, they didn't care. They just wanted something out of me, but they didn't care about me. And I learned that too late. That's probably, if I did go back at 20, I would say be careful. I should have listened to my agents, Bud Martin and Washington, a little bit more,
Right.
but I didn't. But, and I burned a lot of money in casinos. I was taking advantage. I mean, if I could get back the money that people owe me, I'd have been up on the casinos. People screwed me so bad because I was generous and I thought it was going to be good deals. But, hey, you learn and you live. I couldn't be in a better place to have friends like him. All these celebrity guys, all these entertainers that sing, we're like loyalty blood. I mean, it's just awesome. And the game of golf has given me that option to do that. And their singing and their movies and stuff have given the option to be able to hang out. We play golf and we have fun, but it's true friendships. We don't want anything from them. They don't want anything from me, just friendship.
And you've built a big community of people that want to help each other, know people that can help each other. But there's different ways to have fun today than there was. But a lot of guys our age, we still like to do the same stuff to have fun, whether it's sitting around having a beer, watching sports, playing cards, whatever it is. Is there anything new with all the different options of technology and content or whatever? Is there anything new that really jolts you or you can have fun with? Is there something new that you do for fun?
I haven't changed. I love music. I love golf. Everybody asks me, what would you be doing if you weren't playing golf? I'd be in porn.
Nice.
I'm a fucking nymphomaniac. What can I say? But the thing that
Getting paid to have sex is not bad.
no, it's awesome, and making sure she's happy is even better.
There you go.
Or a couple of them, or three of them. It's great. But no, but the thing is like
Good boy.
the people that to prove my point, the people that are around me now that we're having fun and we're drinking, we're not posting it all over the world on social media. We're doing what we love to do, and we don't need anybody else involved in it. Mm-hmm. The problem is you get out in public. Some of us get out in public and stuff, and may not be doing anything wrong, but people will post shit, and then they can do anything with that post.
Right.
They can finagle it to where it makes you look bad or whatever, which sucks. But my people around me, we don't do that, and that's why I trust the people that are around me. I can do whatever I want, have fun to an extreme.
Right.
But I'm in a good place in life, and I haven't been able to do that. Probably when I came out in the PJ in '91, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Shit, man, my mom made my shirts. We were so broke. We were so broke, and I'm wearing these just shitty shirts to school and everything. And I didn't get my first pair of jeans until I was about 12 years old. I didn't get my first pair of golf shoes until I was 14. I stole them and got caught.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
And your golf
Lee
clubs
Elder,
too, right?
Lee Elder was my pro at Locust Grove, Virginia.
Right.
He's one of my best friends, and I actually went in the pro shop and I needed some golf shoes because I started getting pretty good at golf, and
Right.
and I'm wearing tennis shoes that are slipping all over the damn place. And I went in and I grabbed a box of his shoes, of Arnold Palmer golf shoes
Right.
that Lee was selling in the pro shop, and they caught me. And Lee goes, "Why'd you steal this?" Because I wanted the spikes so I could hold my balance. And anyway, he ended up paying for them and giving them to me.
Oh, that's
But
nice.
you know, and then you just think about all that. You know, it's just like, look where it is now.
And you're paying
Yeah.
it forward too. That's
Yeah.
important. So golf, it's gone through a lot of change. And with COVID, there was a period of time where golf was slowing down. Before that, green grass golf, and since COVID, it's really it seemed to come back. There more people are joining clubs or being active with golf. But also, there's been additional changes with things like Top Golf. So what are your thoughts on Top Golf and how that's changing?
Well, Top Golf has made golf fun again because you know the tables are 10. You go in, you can eat. The food's great, and you can hit balls. You don't need somebody telling you how to hit it or whatever.
Right.
You know, you're just going out there and you're just ripping golf balls now, and it gives these kids and people a chance to go if they even like the game or not.
Right.
It's an experience that is probably one of the best because there's a lot of elements going on. You can go in there and eat, drink, have a good time, listen to music,
Sure.
or you can hit golf balls.
Yeah.
It's whatever you want to do. It gives you a lot of options, and it's probably one of the greatest things for golf because it gives them a chance to whether if they want to take it serious or go have fun, bring their girlfriend, bring their friends, go hit some golf balls, get drunk, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good time.
And
It's-
it
it's a
doesn't
great
take 6
experience.
hours on a Saturday.
No, it doesn't.
So you can still spend time with your family. You can bring your family in,
yeah.
you know,
All ages love it. Yeah.
in a matter of time.
That's what you just said. All ages love it.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
I ended up going my first time in Florida, and I loved it. I missed a meeting, so I got my first time, and I just fell in love with it. And I went another time, and then it was Father's Day, and I'm like, what can I do with my father? My 5 sons at that time, they're all the way down to they were like 6 to they were in their early 20s, and my dad is 80s, and we went to play Top Golf. I had no idea that the 80-year-old something had just as much fun as the 6-year-old and
Hell
me.
yeah.
Good shot, bad shot, missed shots were actually the highlights. You know,
Yeah.
grandpa misses. You know, so what you're saying, it's making golf fun. It makes it very approachable.
Top Golf has made golf fun.
Right.
It really has. You know, and now, you know, you got some other names of companies that people are serious about golf, and you got other things that are just crazy. That, but Top Golf is a place where you can either get serious about golf or you can just have the most fun in your life about golf.
Right.
One of the things I love about golf is it, I think, mirrors, most sports do, but more than any other, it mirrors life, right? Because there's that ups and downs. It's, you know, every shot's its own game, every hole its own game, every round, every
Honestly,
tournament.
how many people are really getting pissed off hitting a bad shot at Top Golf?
Right.
And how many really give a shit about a score?
Right.
Right? I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
That's why it's so much fun.
Now, you've been around golf a long time and played a lot. Life's about lessons. Is there a lesson that you love to share with your kids or other kids that you really took away from golf? That there's something that you learned playing golf that you think people really can, you know, grab onto to help themselves with their life?
Yeah, but golf brings people together. It's the only sport, you know, that if you think about golf, like we're the only ones in all sports that people are really close to us. This baseball, you have the stadiums, NFL and soccer and NHL. They have tunnels they go through to their cars. We don't. We're visible the whole time, and they're criticizing us the whole time about everything, and we stop and sign autographs and stuff. So, I mean, hell, man, it's tough, but it's fun. It makes us people probably, I would say, love or hate golfers more than any.
I never thought about it that
If
way.
you
Yeah,
call us athletes,
Right,
I mean,
right,
but
right.
you know now they are because they work out all the time. I don't. I put out, but we're visible, and we really don't have a hiding spot
right.
to get away unless we go in the locker room,
Right.
which, you know, it's just an incredible fucking sport.
It is.
It really is.
It is. So I've seen you play with your son John. So what is that like to see him go from a new golfer to striking the ball to like having serious talent?
It's unbelievable how good he is.
Yeah.
He's struggling with his putter right now, and I said, I can't help you. I've been the worst fucking putter on the tour since 1991 when I came out, but he bombs it 40 past me,
Yeah.
you know, and
That's saying something.
but his work ethic's
Yeah.
great. You know what I love about him? I got to go back to my ancestors in Cork, Ireland, to figure out the last Daly that got a fucking degree in college. He might be getting 2.
You might be getting 2.
yeah.
Wow,
So,
that's exciting.
But he
exciting.
cares about his school and he cares about his golf. His work ethic is great.
Yeah.
And I'm just so proud of him.
Great. So what's next for you? I mean, you have your beverage, you have a clothing line. So what's next?
We are kicking High Noon and White Claw's ass with this because we're not carbonated.
All right.
We have 4 flavors: lemonade, raspberry, peach, and blackberry. This thing is just unbelievable. We're in 32 states now, so we're kicking ass with that.
Fantastic.
Just got Vegas, which
you're in a Top Golfer too, also, right?
we're in a lot of Top Golfs. Yeah, it's all over Florida. I mean, Florida was our first state.
Right.
Breakthrough's our national distributor now, so but it's doing great. It's doing great. Drink about 40 of these. Go some Good Boy.
Yeah, they're good for you too, right?
Well,
Drink
I've only
40
had
of these.
35, so I'm okay. But here's what we do. Alex, he's a young kid that, we started this 3 years ago, and we were the number 1 RTV. Our first year was last year. But Good Boy vodka, every pour helps a pup. So we give, on the vodka and my drink, we give amounts of money for every veteran pup, veteran dog, abused dogs, and all that. And last 3 months, we were 1,000% over. We raised 30. We're raising 30 million just to keep up with inventory.
Is that right?
Wow.
That's a good sign.
Fantastic growth.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
You want to get in?
We'll talk.
All right. You got it.
Real quick. You see that? We'll talk.
I'll give
I want
Alex your
in.
number. You guys
Yeah,
talk
exactly.
about
We'll talk
it.
now.
I'll see you in a minute.
Yeah, when in my business with Warren Moon, we had a mission statement that applies, I think, simply to what you believe in, which is making a lot of money to help a lot of people and have a lot of fun.
Because if you don't make a lot of money, you can't help a lot of people.
Exactly, and we got to be worthy of receiving it. And a lot of people, they don't realize that they
Gotta be
are
grateful for having it, and then do something with it that's gonna help people.
Everything you do is inherent. There's something, a cause or a purpose that's tied to it, and it speaks louder than those words. Like a lot of guys will say, "Oh, I give a portion to this," or they'll tag a charity on. But if you look at everything John Daly's done, and he is doing, and he probably will do, there's always a charitable purpose or cause, or you're helping someone either individually, which I, will say from afar watching, the Tony Gwynns of the world, the John Dalys of the world. There's certain people that may or may not be remembered forever, but for the people that they waited for, all these people here that you have a minute for, that it means something to them, for the experience of watching you and the enjoyment that you've brought into their life and are still bringing, is so important. And I don't see that in the new school a lot of times. Guys are, even there, they're just right on to a screen.
Everybody's kind of about themselves, I thank God every day that I got the fans on my side, like I said before, and I want to be a part of their lives.
That's amazing.
I really do. They're a
Once
part
you
of mine
finish
because
it up.
without fans, you don't have sport.
No, you really
Right.
don't. No,
When
you
COVID hit and the NFL games are going on,
Yeah.
I mean that was misery.
don't. Yeah.
It's almost
Yeah.
as bad as the late night shows with no audience.
Yeah.
It sucked.
It sucked.
I mean,
Yeah.
people that pay
For
Why would
tickets.
that suck? He's
For
right
sure.
there.
It'd be like
No
having
doubt.
a concert with Jelly Roll and no fans.
Right.
I mean, it's just it's crazy.
NASCAR was crazy.
Yeah.
NASCAR, they had like fake
Yeah.
fans in the seats.
Oh yeah, they had
Yeah.
they had cardboards.
Right.
Well, the Razorback games, they put all the alumni cardboards
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
stands.
Yeah, I went
And
to
they-
some restaurants. It was ooky. Like these cardboard figures, like mannequins. It's like this is a little weird, So
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
scary.
how about just less tables and chairs?
Right, spread it out.
Yeah, skip the mannequin.
Yeah.
No, that was so true. So when I talk to people, I always talk about, like, in my experience, I've never seen someone's their attitude and their altitude they climb to in life are related. And it's usually based in being grateful and having gratitude. And probably as much as anyone I've been introduced to and met, I'd say in your case, everyone who knows you says you're the most honest, truthful person they know. You're the real deal. You're kind. You're giving. You give the shirt off your back. And so to have that reputation with everyone you talk to, I mean, you truly live it out. So how important is authenticity in your life as we close?
If you go through life and you don't have skeletons and you don't You're not looking over your shoulder for lying to something about this and that. I move forward. I don't have to.
Mhm.
My mom was the greatest human being on the planet. Me and my dad were not. He was not a good father. So I did the opposite of what my dad did to raise my kids, and my kids are awesome, and they love their daddy. You always, we don't like to think about death, but on my deathbed, I'm going to have a lot of people,
That's true.
you know what I mean? My kids, my family, and my dad didn't because he wasn't a very nice person. My mom, everybody, she was the greatest. I've looked after myself. I learned, she taught me how to cook when I was 9, make my room up when I was 6. Um, and I could do everything on my own. I left when I was 15. Went to a buddy's house and learned to play golf. I did my own thing at school. I raised my money to pay my college at Arkansas because I didn't get a full ride. And, I've kind of been a guy that's done it on my own.
Yeah.
It's like that song, Frank Sinatra, My Way, man. I mean, like, I've done it my way.
That's right. That's right.
And because it's the only way I knew how to do it.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I have one last one. So on my podcast, it's called Stuttering Your Way to Success, where I was at a car wreck, lost the ability to speak, so I call it Stuttering Your Way to Success. And what I say is there is no success without setback, is really our moniker. What have you learned from setback, and how did it help you?
Well, for us in sport, you think about setbacks, you got to have them because when you win, it's more satisfactory. Now, I don't know about Tiger from fucking 1990, 2008 when he won 73 golf tournaments.
Right.
He expected to win, but the setbacks and the frustrations of my sport makes me feel better when you do win and when you do play good because it's the satisfaction of the hard work you put in, the grind of traveling, just everything that goes involved of what I do every day of my life, which is golf. 4th album's coming out June 1st. I'm doing the music a little bit, but life's hard. But when you have great people around you, it makes it even, when you win and you do something great, it's more satisfactory than it can be if all you did was ever win. If Tiger, well, Jack Nicklaus and all these guys in sport, like the Steelers and the Cowboys in the 70s and the Dolphins, I'm sure there was a lot of people that got tired of watching them win.
Right.
I'm a Cowboy, but I didn't. But in life, man, I mean, like, if you don't have any downs, your ups don't mean shit.
Yeah, that's so true. That's powerful.
There is like none other, as they say here at the Masters, and there's definitely like none other when it comes to John Daly. Blessed to have him as a friend and an icon of not only golf, but entrepreneurship. This is Dave Meltzer with Entrepreneurs, The Playbook.